powered by Riverside FM.
Welcome to Align Sessions, the podcast that invites you to come back home to yourself. I'm Monica Uribe, the creator of the Align program, your 30-day self-guided mind, body, soul journey for modern-day seekers ready to heal, awaken, and realign. Each episode is a portal. You're invited to tune in, slow down, and remember who you are beneath the noise. Let's begin today's Align session. Yay! You made it to the second week. Of course, you've already grounded and worked on learning about the chakras and cleansing. And now we move into week 2, where our theme is power, confidence, and love. Let me tell you how you're going to work this for it to fit in your life. In the morning, you're going to take 5 to 15 minutes, do a yoga pose, work on your breath, and set your intention for the day. You may want to do a little self-reiki. That's cool, but set your intention for the day. Give yourself that stage of where you're in control from the inside. Then in the middle of the day, whenever that is, you could set an alarm if you want, but wherever you feel the need, somewhere in the middle of your day, do a mini reset. Take a couple of deep breaths. Hydrate. We're an electrical system, right? Everything is energy. We're an electrical system. You need to hydrate that so it could flow. Energy can flow. That's only going to take you 1 to 5 minutes. Trust me, when you reset in the middle of the day, a lot of times we need it. We're hit with things that we're not expecting in the morning, and that might bring you into a downward spiral for the rest of the day. We're going to combat that by doing our midday mini reset. Then in the evening, take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, longer if you want. Do your journaling. Reflect on the day. Work it out on paper and pen or typing and text, right? Digital, whatever works for you. Old school would say go ahead and write with your fingers and a writing instrument, but that's up to you as long as you get it done. Don't forget to add to your gratitude list, and then right as you're going to bed, do your self-healing Reiki. This habit is going to help you leap past whatever blockage you have. This habit is going to take your focus inward. We're going to raise our vibration. That's the whole point of getting this reset to. We're planting seeds, we're giving it time, we're feeding it positivity and discipline and sticking with itness, and then so that it can materialize, visualize, happen tangibly in your life where you can see it. Everything is connected. We are all connected. We know this. We accept this. So now we play in this field. We're focusing on our solar plexus and our heart chakra this week. Get to know these places in your body. Get to know what power feels like. And maybe you're depleted. So get to know that, especially the heart chakra. Open up, shoulders back, chest to the sky. Give full-heartedly from your heart. There's too much pain. There's too much trauma. And every time we try to protect ourselves from not getting hurt, we're closing off our heart even more. And energetically, yoga, we need to open up our heart openers. We're working on our plank. We're working on warrior 3, bow pose, and camel. Big heart openers. We're solidifying our internal power through our solar plexus, right? Our will. That's where we get the power to do what we do. Building confidence in that area. Our breath is going to be the belly breathing. Once you get into the Align program, you'll get all the information. I give you step by step how to do each one of these breathing techniques explain how they work and why, and then you take them into your life, incorporate them into your life. That's why it's only a couple of minutes 3 times a day, or however you want to work this. The point is that we are creating a consistency, a habit, and we're gently trying to move our subtle body away from fight flight, right? Always on the ready, on the go, go, go. I know people that are so busy, but they do nothing. That's not fair. They do a lot, but they could be doing so much more if they focus their attention in a better way. Belly breathing is going to help you do that, right? Everything starts from the breath. Everything is connected. You're starting to see the points in your life. Even if you just read this and did nothing, because you forgot or you didn't feel motivated to do it, you bought the program, it's just sitting there, it happens. How many gym memberships do you have that, you didn't really take on fully? That's okay. You're going to remind yourself at some point, oh yeah, I didn't do that. And if you've read any of the material in the program, and it's not a lot, but if you've read any of it, some of it might stick. And when you remind yourself, you're going to automatically move and switch the thought process from negative to positive. Why do I know it's negative? Because we're human. It's much easier to go to that negative thought than it is to the positive thought, right? Like it's easier to frown. It takes more muscles to smile than it does to frown. Same thing. At night, when you're journaling, you're asking questions like, where did I give my power away? How can I strengthen my heart? You're taking in these thought processes and writing and seeing what comes up. Even if you sit down to journal and all of a sudden it becomes your grocery list, it's okay. It's the exercise, the intention, and we're setting up habits. We're moving all of these focus, yoga, breath, journaling, so then we're setting ourselves up to manifest, to see the tangibility of what we've created by changing our thought process, by taking action to raise our vibration, to check in with our heart and our soul to see what it is that we really want. And then we visualize. You're stepping into that dream. So many of us have those dreams. Oh, I would do this, that, and that just sits there. To manifest, you need emotion. That emotion gets controlled by the breath. That emotion gets recognized by knowing yourself. That emotion comes up because we're focusing. This week, I'll give you a Reiki tip. Focus on your heart and your solar plexus, which are hands position 5 and 6. When you're doing your Reiki practice. I hope you find some of this information helpful for you. I want you to be successful in whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish. I've taken 25 years of esoteric study, 3 yoga teacher trainings. I've been a Reiki master since 2006, and my esoteric studies began in 1999. Thank you, Prince. Start to change and bring information into our system, and then we see what works, what sticks, and we move forward from there. Thank you for joining today's Align session. If you're ready to dive deeper, the Full Align program is waiting. 30 days of curated rituals, reflections, and energy tools, which have been client tested, by the way, all ready for you to realign. Head to the link in the show notes or visit Liquid Zen Aqua Yoga on Instagram. In the bio, you will find a link to the program. Until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and stay aligned.